The last time that commodities and equity ratio had gone up to these levels was in 2008 during that peak oil and global financial crisis. You can see on this chart that we're about to break out. For me, folks, I've just kept it very simple. It's just been silver, just stacking silver. And I have my affiliates down below. You can take advantage of that whenever you get a chance. I would start the process. I've been making orders because there's now shortages, record shortages at exchanges. And the vaults are getting drained. We're seeing them drain at the fastest pace in years, and we're seeing the rate that the central banks are buying gold is the fastest in 55 years since the last time they did a currency reset. I'm buying silver. We've set up affiliates to get precious metals shipped directly to you or roll over your 401k. That's what I've done with commodities besides going up to learn more. I'm late to the commodities investing. So I'm not going out and buying junior miners, gold, silver companies. I'm not buying out, I went to the Vancouver Resource Investment Conference, and that was part of my education, right? As I got to get in the room and I got to listen to these guys pitch all their deals, right? And I'm just soaking that up. I'm getting to learn the space. They were ecstatic, right? They were absolutely ecstatic with all the chaos that was going on. Just the consensus among the board that commodities were all set up to go into a massive super cycle. The realization and the collapse of the existing system, the existing overpriced tech stocks, the over speculation in every single asset class because of cheap money, it's all coming back to real value. And now the smart people have been ahead of this. They've been front running this, and they currently are. And that's why the vaults are getting drained. That's why people are running out of these commodities, why there's shortages of 200 million ounce shortage in silver just last year. And then when you look at what they're doing with the regulations and the laws, they're not allowing some of these operations to get built out, right? It's now taken all of this European energy crisis for them now to go back to nuclear energy, right? And so I got the uranium guys. There's all sorts of commodities and resources that we're now using, right? Lithium and others. And these guys, they're going to find it. They're trying to get it out of the ground, and they are investing heavy. And for me, as someone who's new, like I said, it's just been silver. But in my community, I've been seeing what you guys are stocking in your vaults. I'm seeing and saving the 401ks too. For me, I'm not here to give you financial advice, and I don't think that most people would recommend putting all of your 401k into a precious metals account, right? But if you're looking to make an allocation with your 401k and not have to take the penalty, that's the big thing with the whole 401k program is taking that penalty by taking it out to withdraw it, to actually have control of it more, right? Versus investing in a program like this, you're not going to take that penalty when you move over and make an allocation. Now, with anything, I'm not saying go all in, but at least have some sort of hedge. For me, a big part of this is the hedge. Silver is down right now, but I just don't care, because the reason why we have silver here is, yes, the gains are going to be nice, but this is freedom, right? This is the ability to transact with systems down, with systems off, with bad weather. It doesn't matter what the weather is. Doesn't matter whether the internet's on. Doesn't matter. There's nothing stopping me from transacting with this thing, right? 1 ounces, right? I've actually been looking. I might think about making some allocations to gold in smaller, like smaller denominations. I've been looking at some of the other coins, gold coins and stuff that they have, just because I thought it'd be nice to have a few just to, play around with. But for me, it's been silver, and for me, I just soaked up all the information in the room up there in Vancouver. This is the part right here. We go back to this chart, folks. Commodities to equity ratio. We're about to go back into a super cycle by the looks of this chart, by the looks of the macro situation in the environment, right? With everyone, the energy crisis in Europe, right? They're now firing up emergency like nuclear plants. They're building out all sorts of facilities, right? And these guys are talking about in Vancouver about how they're going to go pour all sorts of money into, Europe, all sorts of investment. Yeah. Massive amounts of opportunity right now, folks. I am your host, Zach Rector. I really appreciate all of the love and support. If you want to support the channel, just remember that you can start by smashing that thumbs up for me, sharing this content far and wide, and everything else is at my website.